concept of variables and constants. We are in the second week and we are going to be talking about algebra, the introductory aspect. The first part of our lesson will be on variables and constants, at the end of which learners should be able to define variables, define constants. In more simple terms, math is the study of numbers, both known and unknown. So one may ask, can a number be unknown? Yes, it can. This is because a number is a quantity and a quantity can only be expressed when it is known. Let's consider some of the scenarios here. This table is a perfect example of known numbers or quantities. Take this one for example. If my salary is $300, for example, it means I know what I actually earn. I know what I actually earn. I earn $300. 12 boys and a girl and 8 girls in a class means just that. 12 and 8. I am 20 years old. The known quantity is 20. I score 50% in math. What about unknown numbers? Consider this table, which is a perfect example of unknown quantities. Gross salary, that is the first from here, the gross salary is the amount accrued before tax deductions. This is not the actual amount that goes into your bank account. Usually tax is being deducted from gross salary. What remains will now be sent to your current account. This tax that is being deducted may be in the form of health insurance, social security, etc. So now if, unless the amount of deduction is made known, the tax would be a question mark, as in this case. So in this here we can use a question mark or a placeholder. Our salary is gross salary is $300. Tax, we don't know the amount that can be deducted. It is not made known to us. The question mark means the amount is not known to us. Look at it. This is the question mark. It shows that the amount is not known. Okay. 12 boys in a class. Where are the girls? They have all gone out for a break. So their number remains relatively unknown. I am 20 years old. Kakus is 2 times older than me. My age therefore is apparent, 20. To get Kaku's age, we have to do the math. Before then, it remains unknown. I failed the math test. What did I get? I am somewhere between 0 and 49. I'm somewhere between 0 and 49. Unless I make that figure known, no one knows what the precise figure is. Okay, while it is okay to represent the unknown figure with a question mark or a placeholder, algebra has a different take on it. Letters are used to represent question marks or placeholders. Most of the time, x and y are used to represent that unknown. But it can be any letter as well, apart from x and y. Let's look at more slides. Now, if the gross salary is 300 and the tax is unknown, we can use T to represent tax instead of question mark or placeholder. If the boys are 12 and the girls are unknown, G can be used to represent the number of girls. K can be used to represent Kaku's age. And F can be used to represent the mark I scored in math. These unknown letters are known as variables. So we can say that x and y are variables. In our case, t is a variable, g is a variable, k is a variable, f is a variable. Sometimes Greek letters are used. We use alpha, beta, gamma, theta, and so on and so forth. So, what is a variable in terms of definition? A variable is a quantity with unknown value. The opposite of a variable is a constant. A constant is a known value. So from our definition, we can say that, from our definition, we can say that 300 is a constant, 12 is a constant, 20 is a constant. All these values are known. Whereas t, g, k, and f are variables. Well, that's all I have for you about variable and constant for now. Let's move on.